Good morning, students. Today I am going to start chapter 4 of your physics book. The name of the chapter is Refraction of Light at Plane Surfaces. In this chapter, we will discuss about refraction, laws of refraction, and about refractive index. As we know, light travels with different speed in different media. It travels faster in air than in water or in glass. The speed of light is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in air, followed by 2.25 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in water and 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second in glass. So a medium is said to be optically denser if light slows down in it, and it's said to be rarer if light speeds up in it. So we can say that water and glass are optically denser than air, or in other words, air is optically rarer than water and glass. So glass is optically denser than water, or water is optically rarer than glass. So first and foremost thing required for refraction of light is there should be two medium. One must be rarer, other must be denser, and the ray of light has to passes from one medium to the other medium, maybe from rarer medium to denser medium, or denser medium to the rarer medium. So now come to the definition part, the refraction of light. Definition, you see, students, it is given in that box. The change in direction of the path of light when it passes from one transparent medium to another transparent medium is called refraction. The refraction of light is essentially a surface phenomena. Thus, at the boundary separating the two media, light suffers a partial reflection and a partial refraction. Means minor part of the light get reflected into the same medium, and major part of the light get refracted in the other medium. Now, how this refraction will take place when a ray of light passes from a rarer medium to a denser medium, or denser to a rarer medium, I am going to discuss with you. Now see, experimentally it has been observed that when a ray of light travels from a rarer medium to a denser medium, means the light is entering into denser medium from rarer medium. See in this figure, the ray of light is entering into the glass from air. So as the ray of light is entering into glass, the speed of light decreases. So as a result, the ray will not maintain its actual path, but it get deviated, or it get bent from its actual path. So the phenomena of bending of light, or the phenomena of getting deflection from its actual path when a ray of light passes from one transparent medium to other transparent medium is called refraction of light. Here you see the rarer medium is air and the denser medium is the glass. Ray of light passes from air to glass, or we can say medium 1 to medium 2. This SS dash is the boundary which separates the two media, that is air and glass. The ray which strikes the refracting surface, that is called the incident ray. So here you see AO is the incident ray. A part of light from O point get reflected into the same medium. Nearly 3 to 4% light get reflected into the same medium, and major part of the light get refracted into the other medium. So here you see AO is the incident ray, OC is the reflected ray, and this NM is the normal, and this OB is the refracted ray. So the angle formed between the incident ray and the normal, that is angle AON, is called angle of incidence. Angle CON is called angle of reflection, and angle BOM is called angle of refraction. Now actually the ray has to go to this dotted line, but as the light is entering into the glass, since its speed decreases, so as a result it will not maintain its actual path, but it get deviated from the path and it bend in towards the line OB. So here you see, as the ray of light passes from rarer medium to denser medium, in this case angle of incidence is more than angle of refraction, or angle of refraction is less than angle of incidence. In that case we can write delta is equals to I minus R. Which angle is bigger? Okay, we subtract the smaller from the bigger one. Suppose the angle of incidence is 45 degree. So angle of refraction will be definitely less than 45 degree. Suppose it is 30 degree. So 45 minus 30, this 15 degree is called angle of deviation. We can also define angle of deviation by this way. The when a ray of light passes from one medium to other, so the angle which is formed between the refracted ray and the incident ray produced is called angle of deviation. So when a ray of light will pass from rarer medium to denser medium, you remember the ray of light is always bent towards the normal, because in this medium the speed and wavelength of the light decreases, but frequency of light remains same during refraction, because frequency of light depends on the source of light. Now come to the second part. When a ray of light will traverse from a denser medium to a rarer medium, means now the ray is entering into air from the glass, or ray is entering into rarer medium from a denser medium. In that case, what will happen? The ray will bend away from the normal. Away from the normal means now the speed of light increases, hence their wavelength will also increase, but here also the frequency will remain same, because frequency doesn't change during refraction. So a part of light get reflected into the same medium, minor part get reflected and major part get refracted. In this case, angle of refraction is more than angle of incidence, so we can say deviation, angle of deviation is equals to r minus I. So till here we observed the two cases. First number case, two rules of refraction of light. First number rule, when a ray of light will travel from a rarer medium to a denser medium, the ray will bend towards the normal. In this case, angle of incidence is more than angle of refraction, so angle of deviation is equals to I minus R. Second number case, when a ray of light travels from a denser medium to a rarer medium, say from glass to air or diamond to air, it bends away from the normal. In this case, angle of refraction is greater than angle of incidence. In this case, we will say deviation is equals to r minus I. The angle of deviation we can define as the angle formed between the incident ray produced and the refracted ray is called angle of deviation. Now third number, when a ray of light passes from one medium to other, that means either from rarer to denser or from denser to rarer, but the ray of light is striking the surface normally. You see here, this AO is the incident ray, it strikes the surface normally, means with the surface the angle is 90 degree, so we can say angle of incidence is 90 minus 90, that is 0 degree. In this case, no refraction will take place, ray will enter into the second medium without suffering any refraction. So in this case, angle of incidence is 0, angle of refraction is 0, no refraction takes place. So this is one of the most important condition for no refraction, that when a ray of light passes from one medium to other, normally no refraction takes place, because angle of incidence is 0 and angle of refraction will be 0. Now the main causes of refraction is when a ray of light passes from one medium to another medium, its direction or path changes because of change in speed of light from a medium to another. For normal incidence, thou direction doesn't changes, but speed of light certainly changes. Now the main causes of refraction we can understood in a simple way. As the ray of light is entering into one medium to the other, their speed of light get changes. As speed will get changes, their wavelength also get changes, but frequency will remain same. So as a result, the ray will not maintain its actual path, but it get deviated, which causes refraction. Now there are two laws of refraction, which is also called Snell's law. The first number law is incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. You see, whether a ray of light passes from rarer medium to denser medium, or a ray of light passes from a denser medium to a rarer medium, or a ray of light passes from one medium to other, either rarer to denser or denser to rarer, but normally in all these cases you see the incident ray, the refracted ray and the normal, all the three lie at the same point and on the same plane. So this is the first law of refraction. The second law is the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction is always constant for a pair of given media. This constant is called refractive index of which medium the ray of light is entering, that is second medium to that of the first medium. It is generally denoted by mu symbol. We write mu 2 1, means the ray of light is entering into medium 2 from medium 1. So in mathematical form we can write sin I by sin R is equals to constant. This constant is known as refractive index. and which is denoted by symbol mu. So while writing refractive index, we will mention both the medium in which the light is entering, that is on the right side, the medium from where the light came, that is on the left side. So we can define refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium is defined as the ratio of sine of angle of incidence in the first medium to sine of angle of refraction in the second medium. Since it is the ratio of two similar quantity, so this refractive index has no unit at all. So now till the laws of refraction, okay, I am repeating once more. First number, the definition of refraction: when a ray of light passes from one medium to other due to the change in speed or wavelength, the light doesn't maintain its same path but it gets deviated from their path. As a result, refraction causes the light bends from its actual path, which causes refraction. Now the laws of refraction, there are two laws of refraction. First number, incident ray, refracted ray and normal, all the three lie at the same point and on the same plane. And second number, the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to sine of angle of refraction is always constant for the pair of given media. This constant is called refractive index of medium 2 with respect to 1, or the medium 1 with respect to 2, in which medium the ray is entering from where the ray of light came. We represent symbolically by this symbol mu, 2 1 or 1 2. Suppose the light is entering into glass from air, so glass we write on the right and air we write on the left. Next video we will discuss some more about refractive index. Thank you.